I know you can barely see me. I look like Sasquatch here with my beard. I'm very comfortable. Have a good night. See you in the morning. We got a skedaddle, folks. Very good find here. Good girl. Make all of them nice and tight. Look, I could just go like this. Nicely together. Doggy D loves the shelter. I wonder what this place was. It's pretty damn far in, so I don't know whether it was lumber, mills, but I technically stayed inside of a house, an old foundation. Isn't that weird? Way the heck out here. I forgot a spoon, but luckily I had this little spoon that I had been carving recently, and this will have to do. I'm gonna give the doggy some dog food. So it was a pretty comfortable night, actually. This worked out better than I thought. Granted, it wasn't extremely cold last night, so I know that it'd be a different story if it was in the 20s. You just have to pay more attention, and you'd really have to just make sure you pay attention to the fire, right? I get right to eating when I wake up. It's like the first thing that I do, because I want to get energy and I want to get protein and carbs and everything to start my day. I get a little groggy when I first wake up in the morning. Son of a bitch. Oh yeah. I'm hungry. The spoon doesn't work too bad. Ain't the best spoon. Slurp, slurp. Glad I brought my trusty spoon because I used it and I ate from it. So I'm going to take these, I'm going to get some more pieces, measure it out, build myself a couple walls, and it'll protect me a little bit from the wind. I got a new knife. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. A Morakniv or Moraknil. It's from Sweden. They are amazing knives. No better time than the present to test it out. That cut's very, very good. It's important to have a good blade. This might be too, oh, see, even this big piece, I'm able to take nice chunks out of it. It's important to have a strong, good blade. When you have a dull blade, that's when accidents happen. Now I'm gonna pop one similar size on the other side. Different size. Don't need too much space in between them, actually. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, and then I'm just gonna pop the thingies in. Might be a little tricky. And avoid the crooked ones, man. A little silly of me to tie this a little early. I took the last couple ones trying to squeeze them in. One more piece, man. I made a couple of improvements tying parts of the tarp. Looks a little ugly, but it serves the purpose. I'm just gonna move on to the next thing because I don't like spending too much time on something. Again, the forecast didn't say that it was gonna rain, even though the mountain weather changes. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna get much rain. So let me go get some moss, fill in this wall here. Okie dokie. We got a big old gap right here. There's so much moss in this forest that I practically did the forest a favor by taking a little. And I was sporadic with it. I didn't take it all in the same spot. So we just stuff it in all the gaps. This is what they do with cabins. And you always end up needing more than you think you need. But I find this pretty fun. And it totally insulates. Keeps you nice and warm. I also find a little stick sometimes. Oh, can help you get it into the tight little spots. It's cool. I feel like Mr. Miyagi. I don't know why. This is fun. You see any spots? Oh, fall. No, that thing is pretty sealed. But when you turn your head and look from different angles, you end up finding little spots. But this wall is definitely going to do its job. It's going to keep me warmer, and I feel like it's going to get a little colder tonight. I went a little more primitive style here. And I'm just weaving these in between the 3 sticks that I put. And it should be fine just because this area is already protected. A couple more pieces and I'll be good with that. Hope you can see me. I gotta get that big piece of chaga. So I gotta find a stick, try to knock it down because that thing is gold right now. Total superfood. Okay, here goes nothing. Ooh, that's hard. Wow. Look at how much chaga I got. Wow. Holy cannoli. I got enough chaga for the year, folks. This is a super fine superfood, and I'm so happy that I harvested it. And it's only just a few feet away from where I built the shelter. Ain't that dandy? Making some chaga tea. I decided to harvest some goldenrod before they are out of season. You can eat up the leaves and you can make a tea out of the flowers, as well as you can eat the flowers raw. So this is a good find and very nutritious. So this stuff is extremely cleansing, very healthy for you. Doesn't taste great. It's got almost like a piney taste to it. You can boil these too, I guess. And you can make a tea. with this, so I might dry these out, collect them before they're all gone, because it's gonna get cold, and I'll dry them over time and then make some nice goldenrod tea. I think that's what I'll do. So make sure you remind me. Can't be picky with what you eat. Pine bark cambium. I did a video on this. It's beneficial. Also, we have, where'd it go? We got some clover. Good for you. I'm gonna let that cool down, but look at how dark it is. It's got ashes and stuff in it, but all that'll do is help out my tummy a little bit. Let this cool down a bit. Drink a little bit of chaga tea. Doesn't taste bad. It's hard to describe really the taste, but all I know is that it is super duper food. I got some yummy sardines with some hot peppers that my friends Kenny and Lisa grew, and they gave me it, and I brought it in a little baggie just to spice it up. I actually forgot to take off the little stems. Ooh, I gotta be careful. I am risking it right now. Ooh. Look, I know what y'all are thinking. Sardines, disgusting. But the fact of the matter is that they are pretty much the healthiest fish you can eat on the planet. They're packed with nutrients, and with a little bit of the hot pepper, this is actually a pretty good meal. It may not taste like pizza or gourmet steak, but it'll give me the nutrients that I need so I can continue the adventure. It always reminds me of when I was a little kid. My mom was feeding me little sardine and fish stuff when I was like a toddler and stuff. So I'm a huge fan of seafood, being a Portuguese. It's actually pretty good. The mountain weather changes so fast. Got a little sprinklies. Even when it's unexpected, that's the thing about the mountains. It could be shower in one area and completely sunny in another area. But we're headed to the pond. It's about a mile away from my camp. And I'm gonna go and try to catch a fishy. Maybe I'll get one, maybe I won't. I decided to take a fishing rod with me this time. They weigh almost nothing, so they're very beneficial to have. I've done previous videos that you can see where I show that you don't necessarily need a fishing rod in order to catch some fish, but this time around I decided to do it this way. I'm not fly fishing, but just a little traditional fishing, maybe I'd catch a something. I lucked out with fantastic weather, but it still is the fall time, so naturally the fish aren't as active and they start kind of getting ready for the winter. Once it starts getting cold, which was very cold a few days ago, they automatically start the whole process of going deeper in. Got a little chilly. Well, at least the place is extremely beautiful if I don't catch a fishy. Trying out different spots, kind of on pretty bad cold streak this summer as far as catching fish. I've caught some fishies, but not a lot. There's some weather coming in, so I'm just gonna fish for a few more minutes. I'm a mile away from camp, so I gotta get going soon. I gotta get back to camp. It's much breezier than it was yesterday with the weather coming in. Glad I built that wall. You can hear that wind. And I'm very glad that I made this wall. You can definitely feel the difference. It's much windier right now than it was yesterday. Yesterday was completely silent. So what a great time to put these up, and I can definitely feel the difference. Apologies if it's messing up the audio, because you can actually hear the wind picking up. So what a fantastic time. I feel cozy. This is a perfect setup. I'm very lucky. I did not think that I was going to find this place, but it's all about taking advantage of your surroundings. Taking advantage of your surroundings, and I did that. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.